More 15, no way. No way. All right, welcome to the 2011 Retirement Luncheon. If you don't know me, my name's Dave Hilly. I'm going to be your MC for the afternoon. And let me just apologize right now for anyone in this audience that I might offend this afternoon. The point this afternoon is to have a good time, laugh, and just enjoy ourselves for the next hour or so. So, with that being said, you can see we have 13 retirees from LHS this year. Some are going to be in attendance, some are not. I'm still going to try and speak on behalf of each and every one here. We also have 5 different people that for sure I know have presenters that are going to say a little bit about those people. So, what I'm going to start with is, in no particular order, is Melanie Whiteman. Melanie Whiteman, round of applause. She began her career here at Lakewood in 1976. Spent over 30 years at the high school. There we go. The past couple at LCA. Now, did Melanie do something bad? I don't know. In the recent Times article, Melanie claims that she's been standing on the shoulders of giants working in Lakewood for years. I was thinking that's probably because she's not very tall, and she probably can't, it's just so she can see, right? I also heard that Melanie's going to spend her retirement getting her PhD. That sounds like fun. I wonder how that's going to work out for her. Hey, Wags, how'd that PhD work out for you? I guess I heard now you don't need a PhD to be a super. Uh-oh. I'm getting groans already. Melanie is also going to work for a private education think tank called Battle for Kids, which help kids close the achievement gap. Sounds like double dipping to me, but it also looks like LCA to me. When I Google image Battle for Kids, that's the picture I came up with. So, go figure. So good luck to Melanie Whiteman. At this point, we'd like to thank our sponsor, Lakewood Teacher Association, where every single social is at PJ McIntyre's. Also at this moment, we have 2 birthdays in the audience today, I've been told. We have Kim Shear of the Social Studies Department. Happy birthday, Kim. We also have one of our retirees, Vicki Toma. Happy birthday. All right. Now, for our first person that's actually going to have someone speak on his behalf, there's not a whole lot of people at Lakewood High that I'm not afraid of, but nervous around. They kind of intimidate me. Well, one of those guys that makes me shiver is Jim Slagle. I mean, you look at him, and he's just an intimidating guy. So Jim, again, these are jokes. Please don't hurt me. But then I think to myself, Jim works and picks up time in the cafeterias as a lunch dude. And all the stories I hear are kids get into fights in front of Jim. Girls get into fights with Jim. It's like, well, I look at Jim, if I was in a fight, I see Jim coming, I'm running the other way. I'm running out the door. I guess the kids don't get it these days. But anyway, thanks to Chris Phillips. Jim, does this look familiar at all? It's your senior yearbook. Somebody found that in a garage sale. Can you identify Jim Slagle in that lineup? If you answered A, you were correct. So Chris Phelps found the Western Reserve High School senior yearbook. So, all right. What I asked each of the retirees to do is give me a quick rundown of kind of a bio, a couple funny stories. Jim shared a couple funny stories with me a couple days ago. One of the things that sticks out in Jim's mind, he's always been involved with student council. They were in charge of the 1998 homecoming dance. 1,800 kids were coming. Everybody's there. The DJ's not. Does everybody remember Joe Pazier, the older custodial man? He got himself a little boombox. And they were playing a little boombox for 1,800 kids until the backup DJ showed. Jim said one of the most uplifting stories is when student council used to be in charge of some of the landscaping around the building. That's before Rathke came along and stole that job from him. But what Jim remembers is a group of Albanian girls that kept giggling and like having a good time. And well, what's so funny about that? Well, it's not really funny. It's more heartwarming because Jim asked why. The Albanian girls said, well, back home in Albania, our family were farmers. And we were used to digging in the dirt, and since we moved here, we really haven't done that yet. So that's one thing that always sticks out to Jim. The other thing that sticks out in Jim's mind is every year decorating the Elm Christmas tree, how the Islamic students just love it. Okay. So, each and every year. Now, also doing a little bit of research myself, I do know that Jim is married to his wife, Tammy. Jim, somebody's been messing with my PowerPoint here. And I know Jim has a daughter, Sarah, that's going to be a sophomore at Fairview High School next year. Jim, I'm sorry. Jim is going to be wearing his 5th different helmet this year. Jim is, obviously we know he's a football coach, was at Lakewood, moved on to Amherst, now he's moved on to Elyria. So whenever I think of Jim's career, I think of, I will follow you wherever you may go. So he's following Kevin Fell in his retirement. He will be headed over to Elyria to be a pioneer. And finally, Jim said in his retirement he's going to plan on keeping Clifton Beach safe from all the different dangers that might happen down on the shore. So, speaking on behalf of Jim Slagle is going to be Denise Eplin. So, Denise, come on up. The floor is yours.
All right. Like Dave said, you know, he's taught at all those schools, and he did go to Muskingum College, and he was he worked at John Glenn High School in New Concord for 12 years. Head football coach, wrestling coach, student council advisor, prom advisor, in the city schools. He was junior high school, social studies teacher, football coach. When he came to Lakewood in 1990, started as a football coach till 2004, and he has taught more programs than any of us, I think, combined here. Project OK, which was the first alternative high school. Global Cultures, U.S. History, Makeup History for anyone that failed U.S. History. That's the only way you could get in the class. CBI, which is Career-Based Intervention, and ACE History. So he's done a lot here. Jim and I really got to know each other when all of the renovations started with the buildings. Linda Thayer had approached him about doing stenciling all the technology, the new technology equipment. So I rounded up a couple kids, he rounded up a couple kids from his program, and we started what we called the stenciling program. And we work after school and a couple summers, and we stenciled thousands and thousands and thousands of pieces of equipment. It was amazing. So that's how Jim and I really got to know each other. And then since then, we've collaborated, worked together, getting kids hired, and worked. So